Poke Dad here. Welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. And today, here it is. The deck everyone's been wanting, the Charizard. Completely off everyone's radar, but soon to be on everyone's radar. And we are going to dive into it right now. We're going to share it. It's awesome. For Charmander, note 70 HP, not 50. We'll get into that here in a bit. 2 Charmeleon. And for the big guy, for Charizard. Got the ability, once per turn, you can put 2 damage counters on it, grab 2 fires, attach it to it, and then the attack 2 fire 30, and then discard energy to do 50 more. So straight away you do a base damage of 130. You add 1 more for the attach for turn. You're at 180. Choice band 210. That's the magic number. Yes, it is. It's the magic number. Only other support Pokemon, Jirachi. Okay? We are going to use the little star to be the star to grab exactly what we need to set the big guy up. And he does that job beautifully. He's just so good. By far one of the best cards coming out in the set. Yeah, there's grumblings about people taking in Muck to try to slow him down and all that. And that's fine. But they're not going to be able to get Muck down until turn 2, so that at least gives us a turn or 2 with him. So I'll take my chances. They can play their Muck. I'm going to play Jirachi anyways. That's it for the Pokemon line. Pretty cool. Oh, here, let's put Jirachi back behind the big guy, since he's the... Jirachi's the star of the show, but I mean, MVP award goes to the Charizard. For Ultra Ball, for Nest Ball, for Rare Candy, 3 Choice Band, Dose Timer Ball, Dose Rescue Stretcher, 1 Energy Recycler, 3 Escape Board. We're going to slap that on Jirachi. That way he can get out of his sleep mode. Pretty cool. Yeah, just 8 forms of search. 10 if you count Timer Ball. Heavy on the Choice Band because you do want to hit the 210. Obviously, self-explanatory on the 4 Rare Candy. 2 Rescue Stretchers. We do want to streamline the Charizard. It helps to get back the Charmeleons. As well as a Charizard if you have the Rare Candy in hand. So, that's what we're looking at. I feel like this is pretty standard. Maybe you have some questions over this. And let me address that real quick. The first build, we did play Victini Prism. However, it is honestly too slow. You want to be attaching for turn to Charmander, Charmeleon, or Charizard. You do not want to waste a turn attaching to Victini Prism. You're already at 1 prize attackers, so there's no reason to play Victini. What we were thinking is to shuffle all our energies back in, is why we would rather play it. But that didn't really work because you have to spend 2 turns attaching. Whereas this powers up, you move it up into the active, you immediately power up. And when you have 2 set up, and you can just set up, a couple abilities with 1 on the bench where they have 4 fires, and the one in the active has 2, and then you attach for turn, say, that one on the bench is ready to rock and roll. And if they target down that one, then your one in the active is just going to use the ability and get more fire on it. So we do not like Victini Prism Star in this deck. For that reason, Energy Recycler. Supporters. 3 Shuffle Draw with Cynthia. 3 Guzma so we can target down stuff. And then we have the lovely Lily, Erica formula. 2 of each. That's perfect for our likings there. Until I see proof otherwise, most decks, probably 90% of them, are going to have the 2-2 split. Very, very light on the supporter. You may be wondering or asking yourself, where's the Elm? Yeah, you could play Elm. And you could be a little bit slower than our build too. Our build is based on speed, setting up 1, maybe 2 Charizard, and sweeping. Our deck is going to have the speed. The Elm is probably a safer play. But you know what? If you're not living life on the edge, then you're probably taking up too much room anyways. So, that in mind, no Elm needed. Play the 4 Ultra. Play the 4 Nest. Play the 2 Timer. Play the Drachi to get exactly what you need. You're not going to be wondering if you're going to get set up. You got the Drachi, so that's 3. Got the 4 Ultra Ball, that makes 7. Got the 4 Nest Ball, that's 11. Got the 2 Timer Ball, that's 13. You got 13 forms of search. You're going to be alright. Don't panic. Pokemon Deck Check does know what they're talking about. Rufus. Listen to this dude, Rufus. He knows what he's talking about. That's us. We are Rufus. We know what we're talking about. 2 Viridian Forest. Discard for thinning. Grab that fire so you can for sure attach to the big guy. That way you do a smooth minimum 180. Hopefully you have a choice band to do the 210. Thunder Mountain, or not Thunder Mountain, Heat Factory. Why would we not play that in a fire deck? Discarding a fire to draw 3 sounds pretty awesome. So let's just go ahead and abuse that ability. Energy. We got 4, 8, 10, 11. 1 was hiding. 11 energy. Perfect count. You got the Viridian, so you're always going to have 1. When you discard, you're always going to have the attach return. You got the energy recycler to shuffle them back in. We've never ran out of energy, so it's the perfect number. I wouldn't go less. You could maybe go 12, but 11's working for us. And if you've seen the gameplay, you'll know that 11's probably the right call. Matchups. Well, it honestly doesn't really have anything bad. I mean, it can reach some of the tag team numbers if it's allowed to stay on the bench and do 4 of the abilities. That's 200 plus the 30. You're at 230. Choice band, you're at 260. You're demolishing Venusaur, which has already proven in our tournament to be 100% legit, solid. So you're demolishing that. We've already proven you can destroy Party Balloon with it. You can beat Aerodactyl with it. You can beat Incineroar with it. You can beat Snorlax Malamar with it. You can reach what I say, 200, 230, 260. So you're 10 short of Snorlax, but again, you're 1 prize versus 3 prizes. So you're going to win that. You're easily one-shotting Garatina, but they easily one-shot you if you do the ability. That's kind of rough. So Snorlax Malamar is kind of a difficult matchup. It's tricky. Zekrom Pikachu, it has 240, so you can one-shot it if you have a Charizard that's left alone on the bench. So it doesn't really have any bad matches, honestly. It can reach some ridiculous numbers if you set up multiple on the bench and 1 in the active. I would say Jolteon would be probably your most difficult because it can put a lot of pressure on your setup. But after that, you can easily hit the 210. So, something to think about. I think it took down. I think we showcased Charizard versus Jolteon in a stream, and Charizard demolished it. So it's been one of our biggest surprises. It and Venusaur by far have been the two biggest surprises. So it's definitely good. Check it out. I definitely recommend proxying it, or if you have the opportunity to go ahead and get them, because you're going to turn some heads with it. They're not going to be expecting it, and it's going to come out of nowhere, and you're going to win. You're going to beat them down with it. So it's good stuff. And until next time, be excellent to each other and party on.